Small town, big dreams, and a young boy the age of 15.
Boy Sermon, thesummersdomain.com. We are at the clothing store with XV.
Yeah.
He's joining us for our Live from the Studio series, and today he's going to be breaking down Wichita, produced by Just Blaze.
Yes, sir.
The floor is yours.
Well, basically, Wichita record was actually, that was involved with the very first time I met Just Blaze.
The backyard party?
Me and Just Blaze, we were chilling, we were hanging out. This was the very first time we ever, you know, linked up. So we like hang out, and he's like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Wichita, you know, Wichita, Kansas." He's like, "Yo, that's kind of crazy. I got a sample that has Wichita in it." And I'm like, "For real?" And he's like, yeah. But when he said that, I thought he was gonna play Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes, because I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about Seven Nation Army, because he's like, "I'm going to Wichita." So when he pulled up the sample, and it's like, Wichita, I was like, yo, that's crazy. And this was like almost a year ago. Like, this is before I had a deal. This is before like Warner was in the picture, everything. So he played it for me, and I was like, dude, that should be the intro to the album. And he was like, we'll see, because this is when he wanted to get started on the album and all that. So after that, I'm working on Zero Heroes, right? And I started working on Zero Heroes, and I hit Just. We have like maybe 11, 12 tracks done. I'm like, Just, I want you on this project. I want people to hear what we've already created, because at this time we've already made 4 records. So I hit Just. I'm like, yo, let's make a joint for my mixtape, just a mixtape joint. And he's like, you want to do the Wichita joint? I'm like, yeah. So the Wichita fiasco begins. I had the mixtape done, kinda. You know, I wanted Just Blaze on it though. So my label is going fucking crazy. They're going nuts, because they're like, we need the mixtape now. You're stalling, and if you don't turn it in, we're just gonna put out the mixtape that we have already. And I mean, it was crazy. So I was like, dude, wait, Just Blaze is going to finish this song, and we're gonna, you know, we'll have a masterpiece. I wanted to start the project with Wichita. So it starts. The Wichita fiasco begins when Just Blaze sends me the beat. When you hear that Wichita on the Zero Heroes, there's no drums. The original had drums in it, right? So when you hear me rapping, the cadence is so on point because I'm rapping to actual drums. So what I did is, we recorded Wichita. He sent me the beat, and I recorded it in Rochester, New York, because I'm on tour at the time. So he's like, here's a rough of the beat. Just record to it, and that's that. I recorded 2 verses to it, sent it to him. I was like, all right, that's done. It's done. Mix it, do it. And then, but Just is a perfectionist, so he calls me back the next day. Remind you, I'm on tour. So I'm in Rochester. I use the studio. I record that. I record textbook stuff, and I get out of there. I just ran the studio while I was there. I just found one online. And he calls me. It's like, yo, I want you to change, because the original song went, small town, big dreams, and a young boy, the age of 15, had a little vision, his city would get seen. And he was like, yo, you shouldn't say little vision. It don't make sense. They're saying big dreams, but you had a little vision. It doesn't make sense. You should change that word. I'm like, okay, what about premonition? He was like, premonition's perfect. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, but I'm out the studio now. I'm on the road again. And he's like, all right, can you get to the studio? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the studio to change this one little word. I find a studio in Philly. Go to Philly to record it. And then he calls me and says, do a 3rd verse. I'm like, why? And he's like, I got an idea. So I have to write a 3rd verse. All the while, I'm telling you, I wish I could show you the emails. Todd Moskowitz, the president of Warner, my A&R Kevin, Joey I.E., my manager, all of them going crazy. They're like, X, give us this mixtape. This is the day before it drops. Literally, this is the day before this shit dropped. So that night, I'm in the studio in Philly. While I'm in the studio recording it, I'm in Philly. So I'm in the studio called Batcave, where Meek Mill records. Everybody records there. While I'm there, I'm recording the record, and the dude that's engineering me is like, yo, this shit is crazy, and calls like 20 of his boys. And it's like, come here and hear this. And the boys show up. While I'm not even done with the song yet. The boys show up, and everybody raps. Then it becomes a rap session for a good 4 hours. Every single person in the studio played one of their songs. And all the while I'm sitting there, my phone was blowing up. I'm just like, I just turn it off. I'm like, you know what? I can't handle this. I just turn the phone off. All the while I'm just dealing with this fiasco. I haven't even finished my third verse yet. So then I finally finished the third verse, and then I get everything wrapped, right? We're finishing up, we're about to walk out. My DJ, who's also my engineer, says, I don't know where the song is. Yeah. So my DJ's like, yo, I don't know where the song is. Like, the song's not there anymore. So I'm like, what do you mean the song's not there? He's like, the audio files are there, but none of them are in place. Everything was like out of place. So I'm just like, dude, just take all the audio files, put it on a drive. Like, we have to hit the road because we had to be in another city the next day. We get on the road. We start drive. We go to Colgate University. We get to Colgate University. The mixtape's supposed to come out in like 5 hours. Sent it to Just, and we're just sitting there. Like, I sent it to Just. I was like, dude, it's in your hands now. The mixtape has to come out in 5 hours. Get it done, dude. Because basically, if he didn't, it would be me. It wouldn't be him because it was my idea. I was like, let's wait to get Just Blaze. You know what I mean? Let's wait to get Just Blaze on it. So I wait, and then you know, about an hour. I want to say about an hour and a half before the mixtape's supposed to come out, Just Blaze sent the song through. And so when you hear that, oh yeah, motherfucker, it ain't over, you know, and you hear the new version, like another version of Wish Y'all Come In, I heard that for the first time like an hour before the mixtape dropped, because that's what he wanted the third verse for. So he created like basically what you hear vocally, I did all that, but drums gone, that saw synth he went fucking crazy on, he did that. Then the oh yeah, motherfucker, it ain't over, all that, I just went crazy. I was like, yo, it's done. And it's crazy because like we wanted to say that for the album, but I'm glad we put that out for Zero Heroes, because I want people to see like not only the genius of Just Blaze, but how crazy it's gonna be when me and him work together. And we've already done 4 records. We did this record called Astronaut Dreams that's fucking phenomenal. I can't wait to release it. Another record called No Gravity that is like big. That's all I can say about it. It's big. So that's a perfect example. Like it was chaos, but
it's a good kind of chaos.
It was a good kind of chaos. You know what I mean? It was beautiful chaos. That's what I'll call it, beautiful chaos. And shit all worked out. You know what I mean? So that's the making of Wichita.
How y'all feeling over here? Y'all good? Put hands up. I said the crowd is so loud. If you don't ever want to turn this down, isn't it awesome? Isn't it awesome?
Yeah. Yo, awesome. Where we at right now? 29,993.